Hi guys, it's Wolverine here, guys. I hope you're doing okay. It is Sunday. It's 7:45 p.m. I just want to show you my little friend here. Say hello, Tina. Tina, say hello to the Patriots. Hey. Yeah. Little Tina actually, I found her actually on our backyard. She heard this meowing. Obviously, I can't hear well, so my wife was hearing her meowing and to say where the sound was coming from. And behold, he was actually this little kitten, and it was actually under the plants. We have a lot of plants, and it was hiding there. So I don't know where he came from. Must be a good luck charm. So we decided to adopt her. So a very, very smart little thing. So that's another cat. We actually had another cat that came that was also actually in our backyard and was kind of quite young, about 6 months old. It wasn't small like her, but a ginger cat, and was very, very intelligent. So I like cats and I also like dogs. So I'm very I do love animals. Now, what can I tell you guys? It looks like things are definitely happening. We're hearing some people got paid. I was talking to one of the people that are involved in the transactional bonds, and these people are buyers and all that. And they came through and said that some people got paid. So that is good news coming from the bond side, which my whale gets paid. But we're also hearing some good news coming from the Pentecostal group. It looks like it's all happening. People are flying over to Bogota, and Betsabel, who is the owner of the Pentecostal, she said that's it. By the 4th, I think it is, of this month. That's it. She's done what she has to do. She'll be releasing those funds out to the leaders. So she's just about to go. So that is good news coming from there. It's about 3 million people, I think, or roughly about that. It's one of the biggest RV groups in the RV. So some good news. Good news are happening there. I do have something important to tell you guys, but that was going to be on the live call, and unfortunately I had to cancel it because JR got a special guest in the den, and it clashed with my live call. I was under the impression he was going to have it actually on Saturday, but it looks like he's having it on Sunday night. So we can do something and hopefully do the live call and later on. So I'll let you know. So it looks like things are happening. The notification should be coming out actually from yesterday onwards. Actually, we got till Monday at the notifications to come through. So that's all we're hearing. So it needs to happen, guys. Look, I don't waste my time talking to paymasters or to buyers or anything like that, guys, or banks, guys. I wouldn't waste my time, guys. All right. So it looks like it definitely is definitely real, right? It's definitely real, right? All right. So that's all I can tell you, guys. Keep the faith up, and hopefully we'll get access to those med beds as well. Geez, I wish we get those med beds. Well, they said it was released according to this guy, but obviously I wanted to release actually for the Tier 4, which is Tier 4A and Tier 4B. So we'll wait, guys. I think everything's going to be happening on Tuesday. Everyone's saying Tuesday. So, but let's not stick with dates, guys. If we say with date and things don't happen, let's just hope that it happens this week. All right. Okay, guys. That's it from Wolfie, guys. Have a beautiful day, and Tina, say goodbye. Say goodbye, Tina. All right, take care, guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
So let's get to it. PKK declares ceasefire with Turkey after more than 40 years of conflict. Outlawed. Kurdish militants have declared a ceasefire with Turkey after a landmark call by the jailed PKK leader Abdullah Öcalan asked the group to disband. Said, it's time. It's time for us to put down. We've worked at differences. Put it down. It's time to stop the war. It's time to settle things and live in peace. I love it. After his announcement to lay down arms, parliamentary move to end Turkish presence in Iraq. In other words, peace is breaking out in the Middle East, and it's specifically the Kurdish region of Iraq, as they are working through pumping, which we should be pumping early in the week, if not over the weekend. Officially, 185,000 barrels a day is the initial, which is big. Huge. Bonside guys, pretty quiet this morning. Groups, we do have a couple of groups off and working. No updates from them. My redemption center contacts are working, but I don't know what they're working at. Hoping for an update today. I've been unable to get one so far. Angel, even sending some from Europe for me. I appreciate you for that. For the swear jar, you are much appreciated. So many positive things happen. Oil sets next Tuesday as a date for a meeting with oil companies in the region as it starts to pump. These are final meetings to finish any outstanding debt, to finish those files. Sudanese advisor, same guy we've been talking for a while, the guy that took Shabibi's place, Mazar Mohammed Salil, financial advisor to the prime minister, on Saturday outlined the benefits of issuing a digital currency from central banks. Said, no, we will slowly over time transition out the cash as we come up to speed and we have more control over our currency and it enters the digital space, meaning we'll be able to track it. So this is over time they will do it. Matter of fact, they even mention it in here. Quantum leap forward, blah, 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 reducing costs, production, distribution, enhancing transparency, increasing consumer spending, savings, investment, foreign transfers suddenly become instant. They're talking about coming up to our digital world, but it's also important to note that as they are setting these with a proper ledger, we have to go back because they discussed this a couple of years ago with what they presented to the world as the I-dinar, where they would have an asset-backed dinar, combination of gold, oil, and a basket of currencies that they were going to introduce, the I-dinar, and then any cash you had was a physical representation of that token or digital currency, whatever you want. So it did have physical backing. This is very different than what we hear when we hear about central bank digital currencies that are backed by nothing and that are fiat. This is very different. They've discussed it very openly in the past in Iraq. So nobody panic when they see these. You should be getting excited. Other than that, pretty quiet. Nothing specific to any one currency overnight.
Majid on X. Alert, alert, alert. Posted 4:42 a.m. March 2nd, 2025. They decided to meet on Tuesday to sign the agreement for payment. Resuming oil export is ready to go once the agreement is signed on Tuesday, which requires releasing the budget. Zoom News. Upicur spokesperson Miles Kagans told Zoom News the group's 8 member companies are ready to resume oil exports in the Kurdistan region once they receive guarantees for payment and a plan to settle outstanding debts.
Agreements for the sale and also the receiving the proper payments for those oil sales. We need simple guarantees that when we put oil in the pipeline, our companies will be paid for this oil. This is called a sales and lifting agreement, and these type of agreements are in federal Iraq and everywhere else in the world that oil is sold. The agreements will protect the producers of oil and the buyers of oil, and once we have these agreements, our companies will be ready to export oil. No, of course not. Our companies were not responsible for the oil exports not restarting. We have said many, many, many times publicly that we need to have agreements for the payments for oil, and also we need to have a clear plan to get the money that is owed to our company. We have more than 1 billion owed to our companies, and we want to know how that money will be repaid. Our companies are committed to working with the Kurdistan Regional Government and the government of Iraq to restore exports through the pipeline. When we are selling oil on the international markets, the price is about $70 to $80. We have been required and only able to sell oil locally to local refineries inside of Kurdistan region since March of 2023. The price of oil sold locally is about $33. So we want to put our oil in the pipeline to maximize revenue. And when there's more revenue, we have maximum employment, and it benefits all of the people in Iraq. Yeah, we have 4 conditions. I have mentioned them, but I will quickly go through them again. Yet, we must have surety of payment. That payment surety, those guarantees of how and when we will get paid, are part of sales agreements that must be signed between the KRG and Ministry of Oil and each individual company. We want to guarantee that our companies will be compensated within the terms of the Iraq's new budget law. And the proper share of compensation will go to each company based on the company's production in Kurdistan region. There is a provision, there is a part of the budget law included the assignment of a auditor. There will be an independent consultant that is going to each oil production site and determining the true cost of production and the true cost of transportation. Our companies need to see the scope of work. We need to see the responsibilities of the independent consultant and have an agreement for the timeline of that consultant's work. And finally, the 4th is our companies need to know very clearly how we will be repaid for the money that we are owed. Our companies are owed more than $1 billion for production that happened between October 2022 and March 2023. We want to know the path for how we will get the $1 billion back. I'm not sure exactly what type of amount you're talking about. The past money that we are owed is $1 billion, but I am not saying we must receive the $1 billion before beginning the exports. What I am telling you, and I want your viewers to hear me very closely, we only need a guarantee for how that will be repaid and the payment timeline. No, but we did see an announcement today from Baghdad that there will be a meeting on March 4th. And I think if there is a meeting in Baghdad on March 4th, it will include representatives from oil companies and KRG, and of course, the Ministry of Oil in Baghdad and SOMO. And we hope that the 4 conditions that I have described to you will all be on the table and discussed transparently, and we can have agreements to move forward with the exports of oil.
This was forwarded from Ginger's Liberty Lounge. Adam Stevens on X, Liberty Lounger, Extraordinary Shares. We have a big event about to happen on Sunday. Iran Parliament could dismiss the finance minister. This guy has been a major thorn in the side of the entire Middle East. This could be very important to decouple Iran and Iraq to push the RV forward with a lot of strength. Just a possible outcome, in opinion. 03/01/25. Rudor English on X, posted 8:34 a.m. 1st March 25. Iran's parliament will meet on Sunday to discuss the possible dismissal of the Minister of Finance, with the president in attendance to defend his cabinet as economic challenges mount, state media reported on Saturday. Rudor.net. Iranian MPs push for finance minister's removal. Good job. Ordered from RT News. While I believed we should have dialogue with the US, the Supreme Leader Khamenei objects to it. We will not talk to America, Iranian President Pezeshkian during Hemati impeachment hearings earlier.
بنده خودم اعتقادم این بود که گفتگو کنیم بهتره. مقام معظم رهبری فرمودن که ما با آمریکا گفتگو نمی کنیم. بنده اومدم اعلام کردم ما با آمریکا گفتگو نمی کنیم. تموم شد رفت. ولی باید بشینیم راههایی که باید بریم رو پیدا کنیم و آنگونه که لازمه مشکل رو حل کنیم.
This was posted on Just Mayhem with Mel on Telegram. Forwarded from RT News. Iran's parliament impeaches economy minister. Hemati blamed for mismanaging economy and skyrocketing inflation. Also accused of sabotaging electricity situation to pressure Iran into pro-US negotiations. Forwarded from Super Mario. Unusual Whales on X posted 6:01 a.m. 03:01:25. Trump. If you notice, every country that has the death penalty has no drug problem. They execute drug dealers. And when you think about it, it's very humane because every drug dealer on average, they say, kills at least 500 people. I don't know if our country is ready for it. I am ready for it. BRICS News. Just in, President Trump warns Zelensky to either make a deal to end the war or fight Russia without the United States. If he fights it out, it's not going to be pretty because without us, he doesn't win.
Either we're going to end it or let him fight it out. And if he fights it out, it's not going to be pretty because without us, he doesn't win.
The general on X. Breaking. President Trump is no longer interested in reviving the Ukraine minerals deal following Zelensky's disrespect aimed toward the United States. China revaluation Saturday 1st March 2025. Financial advisor, central bank digital currency will boost transparency, improve national payments. The financial advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazhar Mohammad Salah, explained Saturday, that issuing a digital currency for the central bank will be an important step towards enhancing transparency and achieving a qualitative leap in the national payment system. Salah said in a statement to the official agency, followed by NRT Arabic, that the central bank plans to issue a digital currency as a gradual alternative to paper currency, noting that this step will contribute to reducing cash leakage and lowering the costs of printing paper currency. In addition to reducing the circulation of money outside the banking system, he added that the digital currency will allow tracking financial flows, improve control over capital and foreign transfers, support anti-money laundering efforts, and contribute to enhancing financial inclusion, especially for groups least integrated into the banking system. Salah explained that Iraq's transition to digital currency requires a strong technical infrastructure, including advanced internet networks and advanced cybersecurity systems to protect data and transactions. Digital currencies will also support efforts to enhance economic and social integration through government use in collection operations and official transactions. Dinner Revaluation, Saturday, March 1st, 2025. Tidbit from Frank 26, 1st March. The tables for the new budget are ready to be exposed because the new exchange rate in those tables is ready to be revealed. You got the CBI holding classes for their banks and employees to learn how to exchange the proper way, the proper procedure on how to do the exchanging of foreign currency in the banking structure through your banks of the CBI. This is going to be a brand new currency, a brand new rate, and all that new information has to be distributed equally and fairly so you do not have a mass confusion. That state would destroy this whole monetary reform process. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Don't ever stop trying. Don't ever sell out. And if you find yourself succumbing to one of the above for a brief moment, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, whisper a prayer, and start where you left off. But never, ever, ever give up. By Rochelle E. Goodrich.